The following contest is scheduled for one fall in the tag team division. Now making their way to the ring from wherever the hell they want, the tag team combination of the AWL Anarchy Champion Wolf and Wild Card Bubba Reese. Together they are the Wild Pack. And their opponents making their way to the ring from the United States of America, the patriotic pugilist American Beetle and Hassan. Together they are the All-Americans. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AWL Deception. We are live on YouTube. Well, we're not live, we're pre-recorded, but we're on YouTube at least. Starting off tonight in tag team action. Thank you. And it's the Wild Pack versus the All-Americans, two tag teams we have not seen in action for quite some time. The last time we saw Wolf and Bubba Reese, they were, of course, fighting tooth and claw, literally, to become the Anarchy Champion. They took that Anarchy title match into overtime, one of the longest non-world title bouts in the history of the AWL. And we've heard rumors for weeks that these two were still on the same page, still friends, and still a tag team. I guess tonight's going to be the acid test for that. American Beetle and Hassan, on the other hand, the All-Americans, as they are now officially known, are both former challengers to the World Heavyweight title. American Beetle, a two-time challenger. As you can see, he seems to have healed up from his previous injuries. The last time we saw him, he had most of his torso wrapped in bandages. But he's taken a few weeks off, competed in the Oshogatsu Taikai, did relatively well there. But now he's back, apparently at full health and ready for action. So, the current status in the ring, we've got the wildcard Bubba Reese, the hardcore protagonist, in the ring legally with Ambi, American Beetle. American Beetle, of course, comes to us courtesy of the good folks at Kaiju Big Battle, whose character I am blatantly ripping off. And, yeah, seriously, check out kaiju.com, Kaiju. They're currently working over their site, but Kaiju Big Battle, the best wrestling organization you've never heard of. And American Beetle with a Pentagon Press Slam, nailing wildcard Bubba Reese, although he did make a tag to the All-American face, Hassan, the Arab-American immigrant now born in Baghdad, Iraq, now residing in New York City, New York. Looking at our run sheet tonight. Oh, nice tornado DTT. I love those spinny maneuvers that Hassan is famous for. Go behind and a waist lock from Wildcard, who hits a standard body drop. Tonight, main event, the Light Heavyweight Championship will be defended. Sentai 1 Red defends the title against his faction mate, his stablemate, Sentai 2 Yellow. Sentai 2 Yellow, of course, bested Ric Flair last week to become the #1 contender. It's Sentai versus Sentai in the main event tonight. The AWL as a group is still reeling from the actions of Wrestler X last week. After we officially went off the air, our cameras caught most of the action, but Wrestler X ran in after Gamba's match with Mr. Kennedy, and Gamba in his darkness form delivered a tombstone pile driver to the Chosen One, Gamba. So I have not seen Gamba since. I have not spoken to him nor to Wrestler X. I have no idea what's going on with those two. Hopefully we'll get some more information on that later in the program. Also coming up next, we've got Tiger Jr. facing off against one-third of the Technicos, the Suplex Master Sammy Nix. So it's going to be an action-filled night here in the AWL. the Animated Wrestling League. Please stay tuned. And Hassan is in a bit of trouble as his opponents try, I think, for a double team, but American Beetle able to stop that. Unfortunately, he gets a neck breaker for his trouble. Now, so far we haven't seen any real signs of dissension between Wolf and Bubba Reese. I think they are legitimately still friends, and were, unbelievably enough, able to face each other one-on-one for a championship and not completely break up their friendship. Shocker of shockers. Welcome to AWL Animated Wrestling. We do things that make sense, or at least we try to. Okay, right now it's Wolf and Hassan, the legal fighters. Hassan in the yellow zone. He needs to make a tag to his partner, American Beetle, and he ought to do it pretty darn quick. Wolf with a quick kick to the midsection and a takedown, but no, the tag was made. American Beetle, the patriotic pugilist, in the ring, up and down. Pentagon press slam to Wolf, but Wolf right back up, doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Hassan needs to get out of here. He's not the legal man, for that matter, nor is Bubba Reese. They both have got to get out of here pretty quickly, or they risk disqualification. And wait a minute, what? Hassan is kind of pushing it here. Hassan has really got to get out of here before the judges decide to penalize he and American Beetle. Both of these teams trying to work their way up the tag team rankings so that they may one day face Big Business, Tiny and Warrior, the reigning tag team champions. And another body drop, this time from Wolf to American Beetle. It's all men yellow for the All-Americans. They are in trouble right now. They've got to start doing some serious damage to Wolf and Bubba. Tag made to the wild card, Bubba Reese, who is the sort of the throwback to 1990s garbage wrestling. Nice sidekick into the stomach, taking Wolf down, but I'm not sure American Beetle realizes a tag was made. He's going to pretty quickly, I think. Vertical suplex from the lethal lycanthrope, Wolf. And yes, I am an acolyte of the amazing attributes of alliteration. Whoop. And a neck breaker, that's Bubba Reese's M.O. He loves to go for the neck, the arms, the joints. He likes to go for the stuff that can permanently injure people. He likes to go for the targets that end careers. And I think he's on his way to trying that with American Beetle. But the Ambi, very close to the red zone, realizes he needs to make a tag to his partner. He does so. Hook up in a right hand from the patriotic pugilist. We don't give him that name for nothing. And Tornado DDT again. Hassan going into his usual bag of tricks, trying to do some sort of damage to the wild card. He is the legal fighter. Up and down with an electric chair, a Texas chair. Texas, of course, the world capital for politically sanctioned executions. And what is this? What is Hassan doing? I think he was going for the Bald Eagle Clutch, a move that both he and American Beetle use, but could not lock it in. Lifting DDT, as Hassan has been set up to the Wolfman. Good tag team strategy by Wolf and Bubba Reese. They've been tagging each other in and out pretty quickly, keeping each other fresh. And there's a sleeping neck breaker that does noticeable damage to Wolf, who is the legal man. Crucifix, the Transylvanian Crucifix. American Beetle doesn't realize what's going on. He sees it now. Will he break it up in time? He doesn't have to. Hassan gets to the rope and manages to break that up instantaneously. But American Beetle, while he's still in the ring, decides, what the hell, I may as well get a cheap shot in while I can. Nothing wrong with that, perfectly within the rules. Less than a minute remaining in this match. We're not going to see a pinfall winner here. It's going to come down to a judge's decision who has done the most damage to their opponent. In this case, I think it's probably going to go to the Wild Pack, making a successful resurgence as a tag team. And wait a minute, he's got him hooked. Falling reverse vertical suplex Hassan deep into the red zone. There's not enough time to make a cover, but it looks like Wolf's going to try anyway. Cover. For the 1, 2, and American Beetle breaks it up just as time expires. The judges will give us a final decision, but it's pretty obvious who that's going to be. Judges, make it official, please.
Here are your winners by decision, the Wild Pack.